r/AskReddit. What is something normal that scares the poop out of you? The planets. Seeing real photos and videos of them from space just creeps me TF out because they're so gigantic. Big things scare me sometimes, depending on what they are OFC, and the planets are the biggest things around lol. I would piss myself seeing them in person edit. Yes, I know I'm standing on a planet and I know I can see the moon, haha. I'm talking about photos or videos of planets taken from outer space lol. They look intimidating ASF. Teeth, or more specifically, a medical problem with teeth. For me or anyone else, just creep me out. Edit. This was a bad idea. Now everyone is telling me their terrible teeth story. Please kill me. Dreams where my teeth fall out are the worst. Since I have many dental issues, I'm so self-aware about my teeth it gets annoying. I also can't stand when my dentist's friends share something on social media concerning teeth with a photo, even if it's a whitening before and after picture. Watching everyone you love get old, yes. I hate knowing that people like my parents will eventually pass away. Confrontation. From knocking on a door to eye contact, I absolutely loathe this. Putting my hand into the garbage disposal to clear it. No one else allowed in the kitchen, because I know they'll somehow turn it on. My wife broke a glass in the sink once, and it went in the garbage disposal. Clearing broken glass I couldn't see was the stupidest thing I've ever done. I always go under the sink and unplug it from the wall, and even then, I'll flick the switch on for a second to make sure that I did, in fact, unplug it, and B, there isn't some magical capacitor in there. Please, everyone should be doing this. You're making me nervous. Interviews. Them, tell us about yourself. Me, I still don't know how I got the job. Take it a notch further. Group interviews. Like, it's already hard enough to try to sell yourself to someone you've never met in the hopes of being able to support yourself, but then they make you sit with a whole bunch of people you don't know, and then you have to try to one-up the other people too. I've only done a couple of group interviews and surprisingly enough, didn't get the job for either. I just completely can't think of any way to be authentic when I'm surrounded by strangers and have to market myself with their beady little judgy eyes watching me. Aging. The thought of getting to a point where I won't be able to take care of myself anymore scares the living daylights out of me. I'm much less scared of dying than I'm of outliving my ability to do anything. People think I'm crazy when I tell them I don't want to live past 75. See, the problem I have with this idea is that by the time I'm 75, who knows what the world will look like. My grandma is 86 now, and she's 100% the person to have agreed with you when she was young. No way she'd want to have missed the last decade though. She loves her great-grandchildren, and she's also still mobile enough to do the things she's always liked doing. I agree with the sentiment, but who knows what science will have thought of by the 2060s. Mirrors in a dark room. Like if you turn the light off in the bathroom before leaving or something. Feel like that's where the veil is thinnest there for some reason. Fun fact, if you were to ever see something in the mirror, it's because your brain is trying to fill in what's there, based on a low stimulus, I think. It's called pareidolia, and is why we see faces in objects, and flowers or animals in clouds. I have a mirror in my bedroom, and every night, when I stay up late I see something in it, but when I look directly at it it disappears. Kinda creepy lol, but I try to ignore it. When cockroaches starts to fly, the problem is not when they appear, it's when they disappear, muffled buzzing behind the drawer. You know it's there, but can you catch it in time? Will it fly straight at your face if you move the drawer? Will it rush under the bed? The sound of someone riding a skateboard on the sidewalk behind me. I don't know why, but I freeze. Edit. Yes, I'm also unnerved by shopping carts behind me in the supermarket. I always pull over and let them pass if they are following too close to my heels. Apparently I was a killer in a past life. I would like to add trucks. When I'm walking on a sidewalk and hear a truck coming up behind me, I live a little on the internet, but I think we'd all be scared if we heard a truck directly behind us on a sidewalk, since they shouldn't be there. Unexpected knocking on my door. I have nothing to hide, all my bills are paid, but for some reason I get a mild panic attack when someone knocks. It actually evokes immediate anger in me. I have to calm my face before I open the door. Feels like such an intrusion on my day. Asterisk knock knock asterisk. Who has the freaking balls? I'm doing it right now. Learning to drive. Especially because I'm taking lessons, and after my lesson tomorrow, I'm gonna be on the highway, and my lessons have a tendency to be really close together. Edit. Thank you all so much for your kind advice. It's really helped calm my nerves. Once you've been driving for a few years, it becomes a mundane, second nature kinda thing. Then friends and family start dying in car accidents, and you start to realize how dangerous it really is. I'd say that the big thing is to just not get too nonchalant. Always be aware of your surroundings and focus on the road. No matter how comfortable you are with driving. Closing my eyes when shampooing. I've seen too many horror movies to enjoy darkness. It's an endless cycle. You close your eyes and lather your face as quick as possible, but you go too fast and open your eyes, and now your eyes burn. So you close your eyes and go back under the water stream, and you do it all again. Grasshoppers. They just are too unpredictable, and it terrifies me. Frogs kind of too, for the same reason, but not as bad. Point. When I was about 10, I was helping the old woman across the road with her gardening, when a frog jumped out towards her, and with the dexterity I'd expect from an athlete, unleashed a perfect right foot volley on the frog like a prime Wayne Rooney, and kicked the poor thing over into next door's garden. She felt so bad and said it was just instinct after it jumped out at her, but the way she perfectly did it made me think she was a secret frog kicker. Kinda weird, but when audio starts skipping when playing my music, it scares me poopless. Totally agree. Instant anxiety kicks it for sure. Big something's wrong energy. I think it fits in the uncanny valley for me. Whenever technology doesn't work the way it's supposed to, I nearly get scared shitless if a game closes out on my computer while I'm playing it, even though the most likely answer is that it just crashed. For whatever reason, I remember being very afraid if blue screen / rings of death on a PC or Xbox 360 as a kid. Feeling warm. I had a vacation to China when I was a child, and ever since I woke up in the hospital there, I've been very, and I mean very, sensitive to heat. It could be 20°F outside, and I'd feel warm. The worst part is, usually when I get too hot, I have a wicked seizure and wake up on the floor with scraped knees or a bruise on my forehead. I dunno. Feeling warm terrifies me now, because I just know I'm more likely to pass out 20 degrees. God, I hope you're talking Celsius or you've been living a miserable life. Edit. I have been informed that op in fact meant Fahrenheit. Poor soul. Nah, Kelvin. The future. And people asking me how I feel about something, because usually I have no clue how I feel about something, so I end up lying and just agreeing with them. It makes me feel so fake because everything I like and dislike generally based off of other people's opinion, because I seriously just have zero clue how I actually feel about things. The only things I'm certain that I do and don't like are things like food and music. Everything else, even things like my hobbies, I generally can't figure out if I actually like doing it, or if it's because I grew up around people whose hobbies were the same as my hobbies. I only just realized this too. This is pretty normal and common as a young person, but the only fix for this is not being ashamed of not having an opinion about something. Just because they've thought about it and then put you on the spot doesn't mean you should be ashamed of saying I don't know. Plus, we learn by watching others. It's called observational learning, so being interested in something because you saw someone else do it doesn't make it any less yours, so to speak. relationships. For me it isn't the relationship itself. I love that poop. However, the fact that you so can just fall out of love on a whim is what terrifies me. Had it happen once, and I can't do it again. That little tiny chance, and one scenario, has me all fucked up.
What? The video is already over? Have no fear, more videos can be found on the channel. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like and subscribe. Who knows, you might receive a cookie.